Hey Snowballers, here we are again today. We're going to do a review and a couple new things about the Little Snowie 2 shaver. A couple things you're going to like. Review, remember, big cubes shave good ice. Little cubes shave bad ice. Nuggets shave horrible ice. What happens here is we're going to treat this as a block, a miniature block. It's going to go round, take a paper thin cut. It's going to fill a cup full of snow. Now, figure out the cup you want. Pretty much fill it full of ice. There's a little bit in there already. And then we're going to shave it, and I'm going to tell you more stories, more things. So people say, it makes my hand wet. I'm like, well, if it makes your hand wet, you're not doing this. Simple. Jam it up in there. You can't hold it back here and expect not to get your hand wet. So you go there, push. Okay, just for purposes of showing shaved ice, I made it big. And then I'm showing you how the shaper works. So that's what we get from that. Now, we're gonna knock off some of this, not that much. I wanna go to about the brim of the cup, sort of like that. Now, what we have here doesn't need to go through a blender to make a blended drink because it's already blended or chopped up or shaved ice. We're gonna grab one of our many drinks that people like, and we'll get strawberry daiquiri. Pour it in, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna pour this in, and you're gonna leave a little bit of room for your alcohol unless you want a virgin, and then you put in the straw and you give it to the customer. If you want to mix two, like I could have had white Pina Colada on the bottom and red strawberry on the top, but it's smooth, it's fun to play with, it's delicious, it's fine. You're never gonna get a marble-sized piece of ice in here. Every bit of it's gonna be blended. Now, listen closely. This is the good part. If I'm rocking and rolling and the next customer wants Pina Colada, I gotta go over and wash my blender bowl out in the sink and get it cleaned up. Now, all I gotta do in this case is keep my hopper full of ice, blend another cup. This time I won't go. If I'm gonna make a shaved ice snow cone for kids, I'll go to high, but I'm not. I'm just making blended drinks. So we'll open this up, except I'm not tough enough. Okay, let's open this one. Pina Colada mix. Now we're gonna pour this in, and there's something about these, just so you know, they call it bricks, but bricks is a way of measuring sugar content. And the bricks is much lower on a blended drink than it is on a shaved ice syrup. So you go about there, you're going to leave room or fill it to the brim. If you decide you want it icier, go a little bit more ice. If you don't want it icier, go about there. But what you have here is a beautiful, soft, blended Pina Colada. Here, you want to taste it? Taste that? Yeah? Okay, good. Then there's room to put in some alcohol if you want, but the point is, this shaver can make, not only can it make a snow cone for the kids, it can make a drink for mom and dad, or a party. You don't need a blender, you don't need all that headache, you don't have to wash your bowl out. All you gotta do is shave cups. You can use fancy cups. You can dip them in sugar and salt, or lime juice and sugar, lime juice to salt. Lots of shapes. This shaver will make a better than blended drink. And the reason I know is when I get a blended drink, I end up with marble size rocks, pieces of ice this big, which means the guy needed to run his blender for 30 more seconds and he didn't. So you won't get that in this. This is just shaved ice, soft, fine, better than a blended drink. Better. We're gonna shave into a few more fun glasses. And I wanna show you a couple things like this one. Some people, if you have this right on the counter, back here, it's kind of hard to get in because your counter. So this always hangs usually over a sink. I do have a new little drip pan that gives it some depth that's coming out, but this will shoot the snow right down to the bottom. See that? See the way that's filling that? So, voila. Better than blended because there's no chunks, and fast. And I can go from one cup to another cup. So we'll make this one sweet and sour mix. That might have a little bit too much snow on it, maybe. You can play with that depending on if you like more juice or less. I mean, it's usually gonna melt down and go in. Maybe I should have left all that. Gotta leave a little bit of room for the alcohol, or take it to the brim, knock this down, let the customer knock it down. But there you go, a blended, yummy, delicious drink. They can drink it with a straw, they can just drink it, but it'll do that cup, it'll do this cup. Kind of like that. Let's try to do another color that we haven't done yet. Let's say somebody, you're doing one for kids and they want it marbly. So it's gonna be all virgin. And we're gonna just mix it up a little bit so that it's fun. I'm gonna go half strawberry daiquiri, half pina colada. We can do this two ways too. I could have started from the bottom and worked my way up. But, and then just hand that to your customer, just like that. Give them that drink like that. They'd love it. Look at how fun that is. And there's no rocks, and there's no blender cleanup. This is cool, this is nice, and it's dang good. Okay. These have lower sugar contents and more water, which is a crazy thing because you're gonna pay to ship this water and that little bit of sugar content. Now, you want good? This is how it gets really good. We could make a tiger's blood drink with alcohol on it, or you just give it to the kids as a drink or as a shaved ice. The disadvantage with all these, including these, is we're shipping sugar and water. And shipping's a deal breaker. If I said that more than 1,000 times, but. So, we sell a little bottle of concentrate. Let you have time to zoom in on this. This bottle here has 4 measurements up it. and I know we've probably heard this before, but this will make 4 of these pints. Each measurement does a pint, 4 of them. Or it'll do 2 of these quarts, meaning 2. So there's 1 quart, the rest of the bottle would be another quart. And instead of using the sugar that you would use for a typical snow cone or a punch base, which then gets diluted 5 times. People think snow cone syrup is really sugary, and it is, but it gets diluted with a lot of snow. So it ends up like a punch. Now, because you're putting so much, snow cone you eat with a spoon, it's stiff, or you can't suck it through a straw. This, I can suck through a straw. You can see that. I mean, this is a drink. Just sit on your table and drink through a straw. So, you can buy concentrate, and we have all of them, and getting more all the time. The margaritas, the pina coladas, the coconuts, the daiquiris, the even better, the tiger's bloods, and a whole bunch of other really fun drinks. And our drinks, we're not going to, unless something crazy happens, we're not going to provide drinks like this for you to pour in cups like this over snow. We'll do you a favor. That would cost more to ship it than it would to buy it. So we're gonna set you up with this wonderful concentrate and give you the directions for making blended or blender or shaved ice mix drink recipe, which is quite a bit less sugar, more water. A shaved ice, you only cover half the snow. By the time they eat, it covers the other half the snow. A blended drink like this, you want to be able to drink it through a straw. So we have a higher water content, and you take this drink and you fill it up to the brim, or almost to the brim, and then put in your alcohol, or put in your alcohol and then take the drink to the brim, whatever you like. Now, maybe just for fun, we should do one more. As long as we're here, we're set up. Let's just do one more. There's more than one way of doing this. Look how fine that is. See that? That snow, it's just crazy fine snow. It's finer and snowier than a blender is gonna do. So I'm gonna make you a real fun drink that you can have right now if you can just reach right through that camera and get it. I like this color more. Let's make this pina colada. There's all kinds of these. They're a bit expensive, I think, mainly because you're paying to ship sugar and water.
Glass.
And glass. This one's glass, this one's plastic. Speaking of glass and plastic, you buy this, you save all this glass. You just reuse the same bottle over and over and over again. So we're gonna just put the bottom of that as pina colada. That one's pretty darn thick. And then we're gonna shave in it again. Like that. And then we're gonna make the top strawberry daiquiri. Now, tell me, who in their right mind out there wouldn't think that this was the best treat ever? It's smooth, it's yummy, it's tasty. Some people get $8 for it. Look at that thing, it's beautiful. You give them a straw. Now if they want to go in and play with it and goof around, they can. If they just want to suck some of the pina colada juice, they can. If they just want to have some of the strawberry daiquiri on the top, they can. But you just made them a great blended drink without a blender, without any cleanup. The mess went with the cup. Got it? The mess went with the cup. It's not here. It's cool. Can't beat it. You're gonna love it. If you want to make the very best blended drink for your people, and there's something about blended drinks that bring in top dollar, it's crazy. I watch places get $12 for that right there. Like, wow. Is there money in this or what? And if you want to maximize your profit, and if you want to beat the flavor of all these and keep consistency, then what you're going to want to do is buy Snowie's flavor, and we have a lot more than tiger's blood. We have all these and many, 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 many more. Now, better yet, you buy this, happens to be wild cherry. Believe me, wild cherry makes a great blended drink. And you use this to make 2 of these, or to fill this twice. So now you're not throwing away all these bottles. I mean, you get like 4 drinks and you're tossing a bottle. It's nuts. Here, you can refill, refill, refill. You're not filling your garbage can full of these. And you pay good money for these, top dollar. You buy this, you're gonna save a lot of money. This makes 4 of these, refills this bottle 4 times. If you want, you have 2 bottles, one in the back. When the one in the front's empty, that's how we do our shaved ice stands. When we're in the middle of a customer, we grab the one in the back, finish the shaved ice. As soon as the customer's gone, we instantly refill our second backup flavor. So we have 2 of everything. Same with this, we'd have 2 of these, one half gone, one full. We're in the middle of a blended drink. We run out. All we do is reach to the one in the back, finish the drink, customer goes away. We finish it off with, we refill it, we reuse concentrate, and we put in our small amount of sugar that it takes for blended drinks. You buy this, help me teach you how to do it with this. You buy this, you turn it into this, you charge, I don't care, $5, $10, and you're making the best blended drinks on the block, on the boardwalk, in the bar. And if you're a place where kids can come in, you're making kids a snow cone with it. So it's the best of all worlds. So hope you calm down, comprehend all this knowledge, snowballs that I just gave you, and we'll look forward to helping you blend wonderful drinks and make great shaved ice snow cones like we have for the last 40 years. Thanks for your time. Happy Benjamins, and we'll talk again. Over and out.